Hi folks, and welcome to Schick Happens. As you can see from the intro there, we got dumped with a little bit of snow earlier this week. It's Friday. Yesterday morning we had a low of 25, and by Tuesday it's supposed to be a high of 82. It's just the kind of weather you get in the springtime in Northwest Ohio. But I guess I've gotten used to it, even though I still complain about it every year. I mentioned earlier this week that we've been extremely busy here on the homestead for the last couple weeks actually. And I haven't filmed a lot. It's not that I don't want to film, I've just been that busy. Recently a friend came over and we brought up some down maple trees from across the street. Those are eventually going to wind up over at the sawmill. I want to start getting my stockpile of wood over in the lean-to here build up. I got on that real hard 3 years ago and 2 years ago, and then with some medical surgeries and stuff like that. Last year was just kind of I didn't get to the mill much. But I want to change that this year and get as many trees sawed up as we can. There's also a couple oak trees I want to take down. There's a few other trees across the street I'd like to get. There's a walnut. And I might even consider getting some big cottonwood down just for lumber, just for construction lumber. But that's been something I've been working on over the last couple of weeks, is hitting the sawmill a few times, getting some logs from across the street up here, and get them ready for the mill. And speaking of wood, pricing the lumber right now, the local box stores, Menards, Home Depot, Lowe's, it's insane what they're getting for 2x4s, 2x6s, treated, plywood, any of that stuff. It's through the roof. And I hope down the road here it starts coming down. But I have no choice but to get going on building this lean-to extension off the barn. My building permit's going to expire here in a few months, and I just simply got to get it done. And so I did get all the siding and roofing ordered for that. And Lori and I made a trip to Lowe's last week and got about a third of the lumber we're going to need to stick this. So next week we need to make another couple trips there and finish getting that rounded up. And then I got to round a crew up to get this lean-to built. Now I had mentioned in my previous video earlier this week about having a gathering here, and I did a little pan shot of us. Just some good friends that come out Saturday afternoon. We had a grill out, had a really good time. But my buddy Matt and John, Matt drove up from Columbus and John drove down from Madison Heights or around there in Michigan, and spent the weekend here. And Matt, he's the guy with the lathe with the real long beard that we nicknamed the Gnome. He's got a lot of little hobbies, including photography. I put a bunch of his pictures up last month on the channel. But he also makes fishing lures. I don't know how well you can see that. It's just a little side hobby he's got. But he brought some of these out last weekend. And of course, I didn't take the camera with me or the GoPro. But I'm going to tell you that the largemouth smacked the hell out of these lures. I was amazed. As a matter of fact, believe it or not only did he catch one of the largest bass in my pond that I'm aware of, but he also got a double on these. And again, I didn't take the camera back, but I did take some pictures that I hope to post through this video. But anyway, I think I'm going to have him make me a few more of these lures. So to me, they're a work of art, and I just want to hang them up here and not use them. But I can tell you, they do work. Oh, and during that gathering we had, the cookout, we did a bunch of chicken thighs on the charcoal grill with lump charcoal. And we also did a huge batch of asparagus, ramps, and I think bell peppers. And I'll tell you, We have a smoker, we got a large propane grill, but that little charcoal grill with hardwood lump coal, the flavor that produces on whatever you're cooking, that's really tough to beat. Oh, and we also did a pork shoulder in the smoker. That turned out pretty good too. We were going to do a brisket, John and Matt and I, but at the last minute we decided to do a pork shoulder. And like I've shown you in the previous video and talked a little bit about some of the woodworking projects I've been doing, making some stands and tables, here soon I'm going to actually film one of these. I think I'm going to make a coffee table or a stand similar to a coffee table out of honey locust. And I think that's a project I'm going to film from start to finish. I'd love to have another video logged into my playlist under the wood shop or woodworking. So that might be coming down the pike soon, along with the continuation, or well, once this lean-to is done, I want to get on that cedar project, and I'm looking forward to making a video out of that as well. So what did this cold snap affect? Well, I'm pretty sure the tulips are zapped and gone. That just 2 nights of that hard, cold, 25, 26 degree weather, it's just too much for them. Now we've been picking asparagus for the better part of 2 weeks now. And I know the spears that were up during that cold snap are going to get zapped. I can tell looking at them. But that those asparagus beds out there should keep producing asparagus for us for another 4 or 5 weeks at least. So that's a plus. I know the peach trees, they're going to take a hit on this. Probably won't see any buds or peaches this year, but if the trees make it, so be it. It's just a gamble you take when you plant fruit trees like that, especially peach, in this region of the state. We've mowed the lawn now 3 times, and during that 3rd time I took our spare Simplicity out and was mowing, and something happened with the engine. She just wouldn't go anymore. The drive belt's fine, I just think it has something to do with the hydrostat or the pump or something like that. The engine runs, it's fine. But I did have to load the mower up and drop that off the local shop to have them take a look at it and give it a tune-up, sharpen the blades, change the oil, that kind of thing. Well, I would imagine this video is getting pretty long. So I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up. But I wanted to give some updates on what's going on here at Schick Happens in the Homestead over the last week or so. Lori and I, this weekend, we're taking a little excursion. We're going to head to Indiana. We're going to a private lake and just hang out. We're not necessarily going to camp, but kind of rough it a little bit, I guess, and do some fishing. It's been a long getaway overdue for us both. So we're really going to enjoy that. And I'll take the cameras along and hopefully early next week have another shoddy video for you to watch on our little trip. But after that I will be getting back into a more set routine of filming some things for the channel. It seems like I've been putting more up on Old Guy with Land, my dump channel, than I have here. But that's fine. There I can be a little more loose and not care, and well, I'm not even going to get into that. But anyway, thanks for joining me here today on Schick Happens. I hope you all have a great Friday evening, a great weekend, and until next time, cheers.
Before me.
No, before you were wild now.
Parole.
Parole. I'm on parole. I'm queen of the South. I'm on parole.
Today's schedule is long. We made barbecue chicken minstrels and bread. Getting ready to eat some really good food.